How about them Dogs? Getting it done in the Peach Bowl College Football Playoff semifinal in dramatic fashion. You got the whole seat. Only needed the edge of that thing. 42-41 was the final in Atlanta. There's a lot to talk about with this one. There's a lot of angles you could take because for the majority of the game, if you were a Georgia Bulldog fan, you were watching this game and you chewed the fingernails right down to the nubs, maybe past the nubs, okay? It's all right. New year, new you, new habits going to break them. You feel what I'm saying there? But when it all came down to crunch time, like Reggie Miller says, there's a time to play and there is a time to win. And when it was time to win, what I saw from that Georgia football team was they did what championship level teams do. They responded. There was no sense of panic. There was no sense of fear or any sense of timidity. All of it was very much under control. Okay, everybody settle down, do what we do, execute our job, and we'll handle business. And there's parts of this team that are, you put the quotation marks around it, inexperienced, right? Because a lot of guys on that defense are quote unquote new starters. And, there's a lot of guys that are new to that situation. But I said it going into the game. I still feel this way very strongly right now as we're sitting here after a Georgia victory. They have experience at the places that it matters the most. You know where that is? Offensive coordinator, okay? Head coach, head guy running the program, your quarterback, Stetson Bennett. I'm not going to make an old joke because that's low-hanging fruit. But they've all been in the situation before. And I can't stress to you, having played the game, not at that level, but having played the college game, I didn't play any Peach Bowls, that matters a lot. Having been in that situation, having stood in the fires of adversity and not sweat, okay? That says something. That says something about Stetson Bennett, says something about this program, and that's something that you can't train for. You can pump all the crowd noise you want. You can simulate all the craziness you want in practice, but until you've actually been in the saddle and stood behind the trigger before you pull it, it's hard to account for. And when things got down to the wire, that last drive where A.D. Mitchell gets loose in the corner of the end zone, Stetson Bennett just delivers a dime piece to him. I'm just saying, his hand, a lot of guys, a lot of quarterbacks in that final minute with your team charging back are doing a lot of this, all right? If you got a glass of water right there, you're spilling it because they're nervous. Stetson Bennett, cool, calm, and collected, baby. I'm just saying, I think that did a lot for Georgia tonight. And I saw that be evident in how they finished this game. No panic, all cool for the Dogs. If you have not yet subscribed, lock in with us, man. We'd love to have you. We've had over 1,000, we've had probably close to 10,000 of you, Georgia Bulldog fans, join us throughout the course of this football season, 1,000 really in the last month. Come join the party. No time like the present. Listen, I'll tell you a secret right now. We're going to be at the national title game. Tons of content coming your way around that game. Make sure you're locked in. Make sure you're subscribed. We want to have you at the party. This is a community. Also, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at JD Piquel. We're going to do content there that you're not going to get on this YouTube channel, but also we do more interaction there that we can incorporate into this program. Live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 Central, 2 Eastern. So make sure you join us for that. Watching that football team, they played extremely complimentary because you and I both saw what was going on out there. Marvin Harrison Jr., going to make a lot of money in the NFL. The good news is he, in my opinion, is a one of one. Quentin Johnston from TCU, also a freak show. Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't believe he's from this planet. Okay, I think he's from Krypton. When you had your secondary have issues in the man-to-man coverage, that's not ideal, okay? That's not phenomenal. You don't love that. But I saw them play a style of football to where they were able to offset that. Hey, that's what great teams do. Defense, you're having a little bit of leakage. That's all right. We got your back. Offense, we're going to score more points. If it's going to take 40, it takes 40. And that's the thing about Georgia. They play such a complementary style of football. We've seen this throughout the year from them. Doesn't matter the kind of style of fight, they can win a lot of them. And that's something different from this team that I think we didn't see or didn't really need to see so much from last year's team. If it takes 16 in the rain, on the road, we can get it done, man. We can get it done. defense, hold it down, hold them to 6. Like, that's how we'll win the game. A game like this, listen, They got some all-world caliber wide receivers out there. Some Ferraris on the outside. It's going to take 42. Can we get it done? Yep, no problem. We got you. We got your back. The way that this team complements each other in-game from week to week and offsets the different styles of play that they have to account for, that's special. That's special. Not everybody can fight different styles. And for them to win a fight this style against a team of that caliber does wonders for confidence going forward and speaks to the process that Kirby Smart has in place. Because when things get hot, just like the experience, you fall back on your experience, yes. But for the guys that haven't been in that spot before, for those 8 new starters on defense, you fall back on your process. And I've said it before, I believe this wholeheartedly. I think Georgia has once again put results to the best process in college football. I truly believe that. Bloody Tuesday, the good on good they do during the week, the grind they put themselves through during practice, you fall back on your training when things go crazy. When you get down big in the college football playoff, semifinal game, fall back on your training. And to see them respond the way they did, that process, again, yielded tremendous results. So Georgia is headed back to the national title game. About to run that back. Turbo going to play for another one, get themselves another ring is the goal of that trip, and it'll be a business trip. I can listen to Kirby Smart talk process and organization and ball all day long. Very excited to hear what he has to say. In Los Angeles and leading up to this game, they got themselves a program down there in Georgia, Athens, Georgia. And not a program, a program, which has elite process, has tremendous competitive excellence, has an extremely high standard, and they are, in my opinion, very much so making a case to change the guard completely to the Georgia Bulldogs being atop the college football playoff, college football world rather, consistently. So make sure you're locked in. Again, content coming your way from LA in the future. We got you all of next week as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you are subscribed. We'd love to have you here, okay? Also, follow me at JD Piquel on Twitter and on Instagram. Happy New Year from all of us here at On 3 and the Hard Count, the People's Show, the People's Program. We appreciate y'all. Nick, break, lifting heavy. We're going to keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time. Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of the Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On 3 YouTube channel.